SCP-9 Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. Object is to be contained within a sealed storage tank of heat-resistant alloy with dimensions no less than 2 by 2 by 2 meters. Under no circumstances should SCP-9 be exposed to temperatures in excess of 0 degrees Celsius when not undergoing testing, and no water-based solutions shall be allowed within 30 meters of the subject's containment area. Object's chamber is to be fitted with temperature sensors which must be monitored at all times, and is to be kept refrigerated by no fewer than 3 redundant cooling units. Any malfunction of sensors or of coolant systems is to be reported and repaired immediately. If at any time the temperature in the containment area climbs above -5 Celsius, the chamber is to be locked down and flooded with coolant until temperatures return to a safe level, -30 degrees Celsius to -25 degrees Celsius. Containment area is to be kept in a total vacuum during testing, and personnel interacting with SCP-9 must wear full environmental protection gear. Following testing, all equipment, personnel, and other materials must undergo dehydration procedures and be quarantined for no less than 12 hours. Any moisture found displaying properties of SCP-9 is to be quarantined and added to the containment area as soon as possible. Living organisms found to be contaminated by SCP-9 are to be terminated by chemical desiccation and extracted molecules of SCP-9 added to the containment. Description: SCP-9 is approximately
redacted
liters of a substance which superficially resembles distilled water, H2O, except with a distinct bright red hue. This red hue is discernible in all phases and serves as the most expedient method of identifying contaminated matter before its anomalous properties manifest. In contrast to mundane water, SCP-9 assumes a liquid phase at temperatures between -100 degrees Celsius and 0 degrees Celsius, and a solid state above these temperatures. At temperatures below 100 degrees Celsius, SCP-9 vaporizes into a gaseous phase similar to steam. Examinations of the atomic structure of SCP-9 have proved inconclusive. The substance appears to be identical to normal water molecules, with the exception of
redacted
in contrast to standard laws of enthalpy. Dr.
redacted
Site,
redacted
resident expert on xenospatial physics, suggests that SCP-9 may originate in a universe with alternate physical laws. The most hazardous property of SCP-9, however, is its ability to contaminate normal H2O. When in contact with any aqueous solution, SCP-9 will, through unknown mechanisms, transfer its anomalous properties to other objects and creatures. Testing has shown it capable of assimilating ice, steam, tea, fruit juice, seawater, blood, and
data expunged.
The time it takes for this process to occur varies depending on temperature and the exact chemical composition of the affected matter, and had been observed as taking between 3 minutes and
redacted
hours. Experiments on D-Class personnel have illustrated the process of conversion by the substance, which has been found to follow a consistent pattern. First, initial exposure. Subject is exposed to SCP-9 and begins assimilating any moisture present in the exposed surface. Creatures in this stage do not commonly notice any unusual symptoms except for a slight warming sensation. Secondly, surface conversion. Frost begins to form on the exposed area as the heat produced by the subject and SCP-9 itself raises its temperature above 0 degrees Celsius. This stage can take anywhere from 1 minute to
redacted
hours, during which time subjects begin to feel
redacted
crystals from the epidermis. Thirdly, deep tissue conversion. Exponential increase in temperature of SCP-9 causes runaway reaction throughout the subject's body, resulting in
redacted
actual blood loss is minimal due to the ice crystals,
redacted
allowing the subjects to remain alive and conscious for up to
redacted
hours. Fourthly,
data expunged.
Testing on D-Class personnel was discontinued as of April 23, 2000.
Redacted
Addendum. Circumstances of retrieval. Subject was found in
redacted
Alaska on November 5, 19.
redacted
The Foundation became involved after reports were obtained from the native
redacted
tribe, who came across the mangled bodies of a team of seal hunters which had apparently been shipwrecked
redacted
kilometers from the village. All victims were found encased in red ice. The cause of death recorded as internal bleeding, though closer examination found
redacted
it is surmised that the low ambient temperatures in the area retarded the freezing process. This prolonged the time to total conversion by
redacted
hours, and allowing the victims to remain conscious until
data expunged.
Origin of SCP-9 is currently unknown. Investigation into similar events or materials in the area is ongoing. Evidence at the scene suggests
redacted
possibly involving SCP.
redacted
See Exploration Log A009-1 for details. Addendum, November 9th, 19...
Redacted.
After initial report and retrieval of specimens, it was confirmed that the arachnoid entity found by MTF-B7, see attached file, was indeed a previously unknown instance of SCP-3023. Investigation has revealed the instance originated in...
Redacted.
As a result of...
Data expunged.
December 6th, 19...
Redacted.
After repeated inquiries, it should be noted that the portion of coastline upon which the initial victims were found was barren rock, approximately
Redacted.
meters from the seashore, and was sufficiently dry and cold to prevent significant contamination of the surrounding area. Had the site been closer to the water, there is little doubt an extinction level event would have occurred. Consideration of upgrading SCP-9 to Keter class under review. Addendum, December 16th, 2000.
Redacted.
Supercooling of SCP-9 for the purpose of experimentation is disallowed until further notice. Personnel are advised that liquid nitrogen is only to be used if the subject in controlled amounts, and only until temperatures have reached acceptable levels. Related note: possible application of SCP-9 in cold fusion research pending evaluation. Memo from O5 Command, January 9th, 2000.
Redacted.
We've decided to keep this thing in Euclid for now. We understand the concerns raised, but as long as you keep the power on and nobody goes near its containment area, there shouldn't be a problem. That is why we're keeping it in sight.
Redacted.
After all. As for the cold fusion research, we're putting a pin on that for now. Frankly, we don't have the budget for another snafu like site.
Redacted.
The salvage team still hasn't found Dr.
Redacted.
Cross-testing report 9507F23. The following experiment record was recovered via a chance occurrence of SCP-507 shifting into a universe which a described test was carried out using SCP-107. The applicability of the reported findings to our own universe is pending review. Input: 10 milliliters of SCP-9. Result: red snow fell in the test area for 27 minutes with moderate intensity. Grass growing in the test area began a runaway reaction which ended with the entire area being frozen within minutes. Notably, anti-enthalpathic reaction of SCP-9 did not extend past the effective radius of SCP-107. For reasons still undergoing investigation, non-grass plants in the area turned bright red in color, greatly expanded, and mutated to display cyan-colored tentacles, similar to those of the species Drosera capensis. Mucilage produced by these tentacles later found to be tiny beads of SCP-9. How the plant is able to survive with SCP-9 integrated into its cell structure is currently under investigation, with preliminary hypothesis being that plant is a reflection of the flora from the substance native universe.